to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom. Hello everybody, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God bless you today. I hope this video meets you well. Thank you so much and happy Sunday. Yes, I found this video somebody sent to me, and with a crying emoji. You know, the person was expressing concern about what is happening, and apparently, I know that some persons will not like this, but you see, the sign that you're a Christian is to stand and say the truth, even if it is against you. Say the truth and you'll be relieved of the burdens of falsehood and lies. Yes, I want to talk about TB Joshua. Some persons have come here and warned me to stop talking about the man, that the man is dead. We should leave the dead to rest. But the truth is that we cannot stop talking about him, in the sense that he made waves, he came to the limelight. So we cannot stop talking about him. And actually, this time around, I am not the one talking about him. His own people brought him out to talk about him. And in the process, we want to look at certain things. Please, the caption of this video is that they saw TB Joshua in the streets of South Africa. I borrowed it from the channel of his son, Wiseman Daniel. And so I'm not going to explain anything further than this. Anything more, go to his channel. You will see this was the caption that he gave to it. And so I chose the same caption because actually, when I watched, in the sense that I thought TB Joshua would have appeared in South Africa, it wasn't in that sense that he appeared. You know, there was the picture that I envisaged in my heart, but that was not actually how he appeared. But as for whether he appeared in South Africa, he did. And I'm going to give you a glimpse of TB Joshua appearing in South Africa. Now, but before we go into details, like I said, don't be on the defense now. Don't just be defensive. Let us look at these things together. So I want you to look at him appearing on the street of South Africa. And I will just be back with few words, some questions, and I will let you be the judge. I'll be seeing you in the video.
Yes, viewers all over the world, Elohim, mighty God, lives in us. John chapter 14 and verse 23. Here is your brother, your son, and your friend in the Lord, Wiseman Daniel. I'm here to take time out to appreciate lovers, friends, well-wishers, sons and daughters of Prophet TB Joshua, resident in South Africa, to be precise. Wow, I was touched when I got to know and discover that on the 4th of June, when we all went on the streets of Lagos, Abuja, they equally went on the streets of South Africa on a peaceful rally in celebration of the life and legacy of Prophet TB Joshua, blessed memory. Wow, I was touched. And the Lord said to me, take time out to appreciate them. Lovers of TB Joshua, resident in South Africa, those who took time to go to the street, and those who also loved him but could not go to the street but supported those who went on the street. I salute your faith. I salute your courage. I salute your boldness. I salute your confidence. But before then, let me quickly take you to the scriptures. I so much love this 1 John chapter 4. I will take you through verses 7 and 8. Let's go there. Yes. 1 John chapter 4, verses 7 and 8. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Verse 8. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. You love God. South Africans, That is why you love TB Joshua. And because you love God, you love TB Joshua. You know God. Because you know Prophet TB Joshua is from the love of God. That was why you took time to go on the street of South Africa. That was why you took that risk to go on the street of South Africa past 4th of June on a peaceful rally. Same day, Lagos had their own. Same day, Abuja had theirs. Wow. Thank you very much. If not the genuine love you have for Prophet TB Joshua, who has impacted your life in a positive way, who has impacted my life in a positive way, and the life of so many across continents and countries of the world. You came on the street because of this genuine love. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. So viewers all over the world, let's quickly watch how South Africans, those who had time to come to the streets of South Africa on that peaceful rally, how they did it. And I know some of you also in South Africa would have joined. Or maybe you're out of South Africa, or the nature of your work will not permit you, or perhaps you are so busy by your schedule. We love you. We know your heart. God knows the disposition of your heart. We appreciate you. So viewers all over the world, let us watch South Africans who went on the street to celebrate their love for Prophet TB Joshua on a peaceful rally on the 4th of this month, June, the year 2022. God bless you as you watch. After that, the Lord put it in my heart to bless your soul with prayer from the heart. Because nothing makes you love a person so much as praying for them. After watching the rally in South Africa, I will be right back. God bless you. Stay tuned.
And win today. Elohim.
God is with us.
Emmanuel.
God is with us.
Yes, we are here. My name is Tamara, Cape Town, South Africa. We are here to celebrate and to honor the life of our prophet TB Joshua. We are friends of Wiseman Daniel, the partners of the Elohim Ministries, and we are followers of Emmanuel TV. And we say Elohim.
God is with us.
Emmanuel.
God is with us.
Yes, we are here today to celebrate the life well spent by our prophet TB Joshua. We want to support our brother Wiseman Daniel all the way in Abuja. And we are here today to show the respect and to say thank you to Mama Evelyn Joshua. We want to also say thank you for keeping the faith. We are here today to support his son, Wiseman Daniel. So we are very delighted to be here today. And I'm gonna have my sisters and brothers who will be introducing themselves now. Yes, tell my sister. First, I'll continue with that legacy. You as a man of people.
Your legacy.
Your legacy will live forevermore.
Prophet TB Joshua. Your legacy. Prophet TB Joshua. Your legacy. Prophet TB Joshua. Your legacy. We live forevermore. Your legacy. We live forever. I'm legacy. Your legacy. We live forevermore. Your legacy.
Your legacy will live forevermore.
Prophet
TB Joshua.
Your legacy will live forevermore. Your legacy.
Your legacy
will live forevermore. Your legacy.
Your legacy
will live forevermore. Your legacy.
Your legacy
will live forevermore. Your legacy.
Your legacy
will live forevermore. Your legacy.
Your legacy
will live forevermore. Prophet TB Joshua. Your legacy.
we're celebrating the legacy of our father, Senior Prophet T.B. Joshua. He taught us the hand that gives is blessed and the hand that receives. So we came here to Vuguhambe Disabled Home to support our mother, our brothers, for them to have something to eat. We want to say thank you for Wiseman Daniel to give us this chance so that we can come to share with the people. We want to say thank you to Mama Evelyn for her. We saw her also, she's doing the same. The legacy that our father, Senior Prophet T.B. Joshua left, we are continuing the legacy.
All right. Thank you for being there if you have watched to this point. And so, maybe you are also not so impressed the way I was not impressed, how I thought I would see him on the streets of South Africa, being that was what Wiseman Daniel projected and presented to us. But I started reasoning, and then it got down on me that actually T.B. Joshua was seen in the streets of South Africa. How? Now, I took my mind back in the Bible, and I remembered that when Jacob died in Israel, the Bible said that he was taken out of the place and went to be buried in the burying place where Abraham bought, where he buried his wife, Sarah. Is it Abraham? No, not really Abraham. Where Jacob bought, where he buried his wife, his youngest wife, his second wife. He married two wives. The other two were given, out of jealousy and whatever have you that has to do with women. So what's the name of that woman now? Rachel. Then he begged his children not to allow him to be buried in a strange land, but they must bury him in that burying place in Shechem where, he bought. And so they took him there. And the Bible said they went there and they lamented, they cried, they mourned for him. And this mourning period used to be 40 days, according to their tradition, according to their culture. And Moses also, when Moses died, God buried Moses himself. And I guess that the reason why God buried Moses himself was to avoid idolatry, because the influence of Moses, even so much longer after his death, was so much that if they had known where he was buried, that would have been a place of worship. You can understand that even the bronze serpent that he molded and did not destroy, people started worshiping that. They turned it into idol. So God took care of the burying place of Moses. And Joseph died. His bones, his bones were kept until the children of Israel left the land of Egypt, and they carried the bones and went to bury. Now, if you look at these prominent people in the Bible that died, there was no record of the Jews. Don't ask me if we are Jews, because you are being hypocritical. Now, Jesus came from the lineage of the Jews, from the Jewish people. Jesus is for all, and we have been called the spiritual Israelites. We were outside of the vine. We were wild olives, and Jesus grafted us in, and so we have become one. And the culture that we practice now is not the culture of the Hebrews. We practice the culture of the Israelites of God. And so everything that is binding on the Israelites of God that is biblical is binding on me. I am in Nigeria, but I share in the commonwealth of Israel. Before we were aliens, enemies, strangers to the commonwealth of Israel, but now we have been co-opted, we have been brought in. So don't even go there. Because I know some of you who are hypocrites in trying to defend this idolatrous thing that is beginning to grow. You want to quote scriptures out of context. Now, check from the Bible. There was nobody, none of these persons that died, that there was a memorial service for him. Now, this was not just a memorial service, but his pictures was paraded in the streets of South Africa. That was how they saw T.B. Joshua in the streets of South Africa. And that his legacy will live forever. That is a lie. There is no man's legacy that will live forever. The only legacy that will live forever is that Jesus Christ has laid. His good works, fine, people will speak about it for as long and as much time can permit them. Listen to me. There was a man that came on Solomon Isang's platform by name Paul Agomo, and that man was saying that there was something that TB Joshua wished for. That, see, he prefers his ministry to die so that TB Joshua will live forever. Him living forever is the name of TB Joshua, living and outliving every other thing that he has done. And even though that some of us refuse to believe that, the man is saying that what TB Joshua planted, it was for him to be worshipped. So many people say this is a lie. He said he compared himself with Jesus and was like, how many miracles did Jesus do in the Bible? Which the ones that were recorded in the Bible can be counted. But remember that John the Beloved said that if everything that Jesus did were to be recorded, there would be no place on earth to contain such books. So reading the number of miracles that Jesus did and comparing it to the ones that TB Joshua has done, so many of them, he said, the man alleged that TB Joshua said that he himself has outperformed Jesus. So now, this wise man Daniel that brought this thing to the open like this, now could it be that he is trying to perpetuate that TB Joshua actually wanted done? His legacy living forever and him being paraded in the streets. Let's watch and see how long this will continue. Remember, I said something about the burying place of TB Joshua, that it will come to that point where when people will begin to pay visit there and to worship the man that was buried in that place. It may not have started, but I tell you something, it is definitely going to happen. I'm not speaking prophetically, but I know for certain that this is going to happen. And some say that the place is being, there is an idea being muted to make that place a kind of a museum. And remember that the chief of his place wanted him to be buried in his village because he said that that would have been another tourist attraction for the people, that they will use it to make money. And it was a kind of scuffle between him and the family of TB Joshua before the wife opted for him to be buried in the church. And the place where he has been buried, I will reserve my comment. Till that time come, I will still come here to remind you that I told you. Well, let me know what you think about this. As I will be seeing you in the next video. Until then, shalom.